What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. We finally have some information regarding Season 3 of Modern Warfare 2. And if you were hoping that Season 3 was going to be the start of something new for Call of Duty and it was going to right the ship, you'd be mistaken. The information that we have so far, of course, is very minimal, which is pretty par for the course when you think of everything we've had for Modern Warfare 2 and just Call of Duty in general over the last few years, but most certainly Modern Warfare 2. The lack of content in this game is very apparent, despite maybe what some people might think. They are incorrect in that thought process, but there just isn't enough content here, and if you were thinking Season 3 would fix that, unfortunately you'd be incorrect. So for Season 3, what we do know already is that Gunfight is returning. I talked about this earlier last week. We knew this going in. What's disappointing, though, is Gunfight's been in Modern Warfare 2019. It was in Black Ops Cold War. It might have been in Vanguard. I don't know. I didn't play Vanguard enough to know. But in spite of that, it took them 6 months to put it in Modern Warfare 2. To me, that just seems very odd. That seems almost like they've probably had it ready all this time, but decided to wait 6 months to release it. And this is the problem with the seasonal format that Call of Duty has, is instead of just like putting things out when they're ready, they wait for these events to drop to actually bring us new content, which for me is just such a slap in the face, because if it's something is ready beforehand, it should just get released. You know, if Rank Play was ready in January, it should just be released, regardless if it's part of a season or not. The season should be locked to the battle passes, and that's really it, and major updates. But when it comes to new content, I think it's a little bit disgusting that it's only when we get new seasons. So they've probably been sitting on Gunfight for months now, but decided they needed something for Season 3, and instead of actually putting in hard work, they decided to just release it with Season 3. On top of that, we're also getting the intervention. Who could have seen that coming? I don't know. The entire community. This is the least surprising thing I think I've ever seen. And frankly, I'm just at the point now where they're going to bring assets in from Modern Warfare 2 in 2009, but not bring in any of the maps. Like, you have the opportunity to bring in as many maps as you want to actually add content to this game and just import all of the assets from that game. Like, you could have just done that, and I think people would have been happy. But instead, they bring in the intervention, and I'm sorry, it's just not going to play well in Modern Warfare 2, because nothing plays well in Modern Warfare 2, because this game fucking sucks. And I'm going to keep saying it until they make substantial changes. Now, they're talking that there might be some quality of life changes for Season 3. If it's not a brand new UI, it's not a quality of life change. If it's not new servers, it's not a quality of life change. If it just means that they're going to make sure that Prestige is easier, I don't know. Like, they've missed the mark so hard with Modern Warfare 2, it's hard to get excited about any new content. Like, I can be hopeful that they might do something that will actually progress the game forward, but they just consistently don't do that. They consistently just kind of forget to do that, and they just want to put in the least amount of work possible. And it's just getting to the point now where it's not just frustrating, it's just disappointing. Like, I want more out of Call of Duty. We're also getting a new map. It's called something Lighthouse, and frankly, why they don't just call it Lighthouse is beyond me. They need to create these convoluted names here in Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if it's to insult my intelligence, because I refuse to say every single name. Like, for me, it's not Himalayat Expo, it's just Expo. This map's just Lighthouse. And apparently Lighthouse uses some assets from the map Estate from Modern Warfare 2, which is fine. But again, if you're going to use assets from old games, why limit it to only one map? Now, I could be wrong here. Maybe there's going to be multiple maps. Charlie Intel seems to think there might be more maps. I sure hope so. Like, obviously, we're going to get some new maps with the Gunfight mode that they've had ready for 6 months. But regardless of that fact, there should be more 6v6 maps coming out. And for whatever reason, I have a feeling this Lighthouse map will also play like a giant marathon simulator where I'm just running around for about 20 minutes of each game, and it's just going to be a frustrating experience. Not only is this Lighthouse map going to be full of fog, it's also at night, which is fine, but you need some visibility at night. One of the best night maps I think we've ever had in the Call of Duty franchise was Plaza, or Backlot for that matter, if I'm going to be honest. Backlot's pretty... or Bog, not Backlot. Bog. Bog's pretty sick. I don't know how I got those two mixed up. Anyways, regardless of that fact, I would absolutely love a Plaza remake. So whenever I hear that there's going to be night maps, I'm always a little bit skeptical because there's not that many good night maps, but there are good ones like Plaza. And if they can make it similar to Plaza, if they can have as much lighting as Plaza had, where it doesn't feel like it's a dark map, but it still plays well in spite of it being a dark map, I think we could actually have a good map here. But again, one new good map does not make up for the fact that this game lacks a ton of content, and doesn't make up for the fact that this game lacks quality maps, because it just does, and it's lacked it since launch. And I'm sorry, Shoot House isn't that great, Shipment isn't that great. They're fun maps to play every once in a while, but they're not enhancing the experience over the long term. And that's what is so frustrating about Modern Warfare 2, is I remember sinking hours and hours and hours into gaming. I can't do that now because the game doesn't invite that. It's so frustrating to play, and unless they can fix some of the problems this game has, you know, some weapon tuning that could actually help this game out, you know, some sprint to fire times, maybe fix some head glitches, I don't know. Make players easier to see, perhaps, instead of just like a single diamond above their heads, maybe a name, perhaps, like they had in every other Call of Duty before this one. I don't know, I'm just throwing out ideas. I don't know if they'll ever make sense to the developers over at Call of Duty. Regardless of that fact, that's kind of what I wanted to come here to say. It's not supposed to be a rant of sorts. It's supposed to give you guys the information of what we know so far for Season 3. So not a ton of information, but still some information. And frankly, it's still just not enough. It's not enough content, and if they think that this is passable, they're just wrong. And that's it for today's video. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Just touch on that. So thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what you think of the content for Season 3 down below in the comment section. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I think I said the like thing twice, so sorry about that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.